you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis 7-3 says not here and not now.
That shit out of here,
chipped.
boy.
On the wing, Doncic.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Doncic throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Let's see.
Now here is Hachimura.
Oh my
And
goodness.
foul
Those
on the shot. He'll
seeds.
shoot 2x the free
Good,
throw
those
line.
seeds.
It's on Porzingis.
Rui Hachimura, a guy who's willing to slot into whatever position the team needs him and works hard to help out on every single play. You love the hustle and the attitude.
All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now here's Tatum. He takes it in. And the dunk by Tatum.
Okay. Good job, Lil D.
This guy is
Taught
such a
you enough.
gifted
You good.
offensive player. Jason Tatum, tough to handle off the dribble drive.
And the foul on Drew Holiday.
Damn, stop reaching,
That is his
see?
first foul of the game.
This ain't blacktop, bro. You can get kicked out for that now.
Doncic outside. And the foul
Damn,
called on
see?
Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Not
Doncic
even
looking it
guarding
over.
me, see?
Just 5 to shoot.
That's how I know you scared,
The
see?
Lakers need to get a shot off here. Wide open look. That one off the back iron and out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
Reeves with it.
Ah!
He's picked up by White.
LeBron James leaves no doubt about that one. Punches it home as soon as he gets the opportunity.
The Lakers
No, I
making a
still got
switch
to teach
here.
you how to play defense in real life, though, Seed.
Outside Holiday. The rebound by
That
James.
shit out my house, boy.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Hayes, bounce pass to the paint. Tries again. Good work defensively by Horford. Celtics trail by 3.
Yes,
Next to Holiday. Here's White. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Here's Hayes. Over Horford. The shot's good from Hayes.
Yes, see?
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
I'm on that, see?
From downtown, the rebound by the Lakers.
Not
What a
quite
smart
enough
shot.
defense.
I
That
thought you
time
better than
around,
that.
just lucky he was off.
Pass to Hayes. And stolen by White. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The best offensive players in the league get to the free throw line consistently. This is where you're starting to see growth from Jason Tatum, wanting the contact, inviting the contact.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Here's Brown. Pass to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Lets it go with a three. Boston, no good that time either. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Back to Doncic. Here's Vanderbilt. Doncic outside. Clock at 6. Back to Vanderbilt. And again, the Lakers no good. Here's Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Celtics lead by 1.
The Celtics, 8.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Here's Tatum. Inside, Tatum automatic.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
Picked by Finney-Smith. To the inside. Reeves outside. Drills the three-pointer. Reeves has got his first bucket of the game.
AR-15, playboy.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Pass to Pritchard. From the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off
Damn.
with that shot.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Celtics making a switch here. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Offensive rebound. Doncic. And he banks in the layup.
And all the ways Luka Doncic can score. If he gets to the offensive window, look out.
Pass to Pritchard. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's Pritchard. Got a piece of it.
That is, bro.
Pass to Hachimura. And the dunk by
That
Hachimura.
shit out of here, bro.
Wow, the ability to get off your feet in a hurry. Rui Hachimura with the dunk.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Outside Holiday. The kick out to Tatum. Front pass the arc. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Lakers in the lead. It's tipped. Stolen by Tatum. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And the three off target. Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts.
On 'em,
Obviously,
boy.
the two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability,
Rondo,
you want
son.
to try to find
I
the
gotta
right balance.
son him in
They
the
do
game
a great
too,
job of that.
son.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Pass to Cornette. Into the lane.
Wow.
Here's White. Guarded by Doncic. To stop the run. Nice D from Doncic. Lakers lead by 4. Here's LeBron. Now here's Vanderbilt. .112 left to play here in the second quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays. Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Boy, the extraordinary playmaking instincts of Luka Doncic on display right there.
Brown wide open. He fires. Bangs home the trifecta. Brown's got 5.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Pass to Hachimura. Screen by James. Floats it up for James.
Oh, yeah. On his head, boy.
29
Son
seconds
is,
left in the first half of the game.
Son his ass, boy.
The kick out to Brown. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Rui Hachimura picks one up.
You have to have the ability to force the defense to commit one way or the other. Jaylen Brown's aggressiveness does just that.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Here's Vincent. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
And they keep hammering
Good
away
those
at
times, huh?
inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here's Brown outside.
Damn.
And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pass to Holiday. The kick out to Tatum. And stolen by LeBron. Reeves, that's a two-pointer. Again, Los Angeles.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
There's Brown with the 3. Doncic with the steal.
Damn.
Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Reeves gets the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Celtics trail by 10. Outside, Porzingis. Out to White. Brown outside. Outside, Holiday. And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles leading by 10. And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense, but you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Tatum with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively.
That shit out my house,
son.
son.
By James.
Oh, shit.
Porzingis with the steal. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum gets the bucket.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
To the middle. Here's Hayes.
Hey, you good, little
It's
son?
rebounded by Porzingis. Celtics trail by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's White missing. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made one and missed one.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Celtics making a switch here. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The three for Doncic. And the three ball is good.
Come on, little son. You already know this,
Doncic has got 7.
Fearless, as always. Doncic loves to fill it up from deep.
Outside Holiday. And here's Tatum for 3. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Come on, little son.
And here's Los Angeles. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the foul on Drew Holiday.
Damn, son.
And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And it's Hayes in the corner. Doncic outside. On the wing, Reeves. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Doncic. Takes a 3. Rebound, Boston. Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his side.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become
good,
less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Pass to Finney-Smith. James in the post. Back to Finney-Smith. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Celtics trail by 14. Brown with it. Defended by Reeves. Here's Pritchard. 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. He's
What you
off
doing,
on
little
that one.
son?
And here's
Gave
Los
up, little
Angeles.
son.
They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
Dang, you
And there's the foul. It's
son,
on Peyton
son.
Pritchard. That's his first foul.
Team foul. Coming under the ball for your
Here's Vincent.
Dalton Connect.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Vanderbilt gets a wide open look. And again, the Lakers no good. And so Horford will bring it up for Boston. It's a 14-point game.
What the hell you doing, little son?
A shot by Pritchard, no good. Fast break, the Lakers. And here's Reeves outside.
Come on,
Sets
little
the
son.
three-pointer.
You're not me, little son. Your opponent has left a match? Damn, son. Where'd you go, Seed? Come on, Seed.